Think fast is not real. Wait, huh? You be ready to think fast? Give me a second. For course, taking time of yours. I are launching drones too. That be okay? Sure, responds Israel. I be ready now. Oh, they also have America for help. Good. On my mark. 3, 2, 1. Think fast is not real. Think the matter can be deemed concluded. Wow, talk about a giant surprise. I hate to say it, but it seems at this moment, this was a big old dub for the nothing ever happens people. I really want to make a video about this soon, but right now, when it comes to that situation, they're on a victory lap. Iran, quote unquote, attacked Israel. I don't think we should be upset the way this happened though. I'd rather not do World War III. Good thing they gave him a second. I just really hope things can chill now. That's it. I am have last straw. I'm gonna do it. You attack my allies and proxies. I'm gonna retaliate. I'm super serious. You crossed the red line this time. I retaliate now. Super serious. You sabotage nuclear program and make me into radiation. I'm serious. Gonna retaliate now. Or like the third green eye. You am reduced me to pile of carbonized ashes. I'm now gonna retaliate. Super serious. I'm totally going to level Tel Aviv now. Super duper ultra real serious. I like how this post still is accurate. I mean, people were saying it aged like milk, but retaliation was, yeah, interesting. When doing war, one always be focused of neutralize enemy. Always prepare well. Don't face too big risks. Never underestimate them. Not be surprised of Lebanese defense. Lebanese? Is that? I don't think that's whatever. Stop playing around and pay attention. Oh, Russia's flying their little paper airplane. Cut to surprise military operation time. What a disgrace. I can't believe it. I'm ashamed. You were not ready. Oh, and that's because Ukraine has beat up Russia with a bat, it appears. Oh, the good old military school. We've got the Kingdom of Macedonia teaching the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire teaching France. Napoleonic France teaching No-No Germany. No-No Germany teaching Russia, but unfortunately Russia was not the greatest pupil, it appears. They didn't listen to any of their ancestors. I think this school is obviously like a metaphorical thing. Obviously, France and Germany were not friends enough to teach each other. This is just the World War II Germans learning from what happened in Napoleonic France that took place like 100 years before, which is kind of funny because they often refer to World War I when talking about the Ukrainian invasion. There's a lot of trenches. Something military doctrines. Gotta love my caramel frap. Well, it's actually his double caramel, pumpkin spice, soy lente, frappe, crappe, mappuccino. Maki chat, whatever. You Westerners, you wouldn't know good coffee if someone took a poop in it. Now, if you'll excuse me, beans. What? What? No, Indonesia, don't tell me this is real. Sometimes I read posts like this and I'm afraid to look them up. Oh, no, please. This is the type of coffee in question, apparently. Quite the questionable image, I'll say that too. Known as civet coffee, which contains partially digested coffee cherries, which have been eaten and defecated by an Asian palm civet. Oh my God. I mean, I understand our coffee is crap, but at least that's not in literal terms. Down to try it though, I have to admit. I'm open to trying almost everything. Interestingly, it is some of the most expensive coffee in the world, so that definitely counts for something. This is insane. Apparently it's really good though. I gotta say, my interest is definitely sparkling. Germany, says France. Frankreich, what do you want? Do you want a mate? Ooh, you no wonder how Notre Dame baby look. Let's try it. Transference to you some pollen then. Or maybe I should say Poland. Close enough, flowers, I don't know. I guess this is how it looks like in the flower universe. Imagine just like thousands of little pollen balls. Trying to think of what kind of flower country these two would come up with. I guess it'd kind of be Switzerland since they've got their French side and their German side. With of course a little splash of Italian down there. USA embargo me for so long. Poor Cuba, so poor made bean from dumb USA. Whole world agree embargo is wrong. Why USA starve babies? When USA end to this, I can do it right now. Just have a free and fair election. He not care about Chinese election. I think we're referencing how the Castros still currently rule this Caribbean island, and it's been for so many decades. Well, Fidel Castro's brother Raul did rule until his retirement. He's been in office for a few years now. The problem is the United States does not consider Cuba a democracy and sees it as one of the primary reasons for the embargo. To continue it, by the way. Really nice to see something about Cuba, though. I like talking about Cuba. They've had quite the interesting history. Wow! The eclipse is so breathtaking, I could see it right in front of me. Canada, please help. Japan it's been stalking me. Wow, the moon even talks. Okay, we've got a flag eclipse joke here. Not only is Japan known as the land of the rising sun, but the red circle on their flag is supposed to represent the sun. Meanwhile, though Palau looks very similar to the Japanese flag, their circle is supposed to represent the moon instead. Palau believes activities such as fishing, planting, and harvesting are much more effective during the moon phase. Finally, there's the flag that's not included in this post, Bangladesh. They're famous for also having a giant circle on their flag. That's also supposed to be the sun, similar to Japan. Anyways, as a lot of people learned a couple weeks ago, a solar eclipse is when the sun, moon, and earth line up. That's what causes the giant shadow to form. Unfortunately, it's quite creepy in the Countryball universe. Literally genius pose. There, that should teach these pesky Westerners. Had enough of these aid convoys. Israel, you oof one of my citizens, says Poland. It was accident. Likely story, immediately I demand apologies. And of course, financial compensation. Oh, I think that's the trigger right there. Yeah, they're not gonna want to do that. Doesn't Poland do this to Germany still too sometimes? Which is an interesting connection to bring up with whatever. Yeah, apparently this did happen too. There was a Polish citizen that was lost. Alright, son. So you want to apply to study here at State University? I guess, yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna ask you some serious questions first. What's your declared major? I don't know. Gotcha. Business major. What's your GPA in high school? I don't know. I think I got a C-. Did you take part in any extracurriculars? What the frick is that? Did you do any clubs? Ew, no. That's for nerds. So let me get this straight. You ain't got no idea what you doing. You got literal poop for brains. You don't got any credibility, so give me one reason why your butt shouldn't be out of my office. I can kick a football pretty hard. You want a full ride scholarship, son. Literally how the higher education system works here in the US. This is not a joke at all. And I'm a pretty big fan of college football myself. College football makes a lot of money for a lot of different people. So yes, you can absolutely get into any college you want, even if you had like an average C- GPA. Not every college you want. There's of course like some of the smart colleges that they don't care. Basketball is somewhat similar, but then all the other sports, like, yeah, it's not the same. It's mostly football that makes all the money for these colleges, so they just give out so many scholarships. I definitely love me some State University. Hello students, today we learn Operation Basic. Small plus clay equals big person. Is it a cheeseburger? Next is stupid dumb subtraction. Oh, we're learning German mathematics. Then power of multiplication. Not this again. Finally, division. Oh yeah, division. Class dismissed. Oof. And here is Germany becoming West Germany and East Germany before our very eyes. I get it. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. I didn't realize the German history was basically just a metaphor for basic math. Wow, it all makes sense now. Thank you for teaching us that, Germany. I also love that this timeline is actually in order. You have the unification of Germany by adding clay, then Germany getting cut up after World War I, them becoming this in World War II, and going with this strategy. And yeah, then after they lost World War II, that was a really good metaphor. Good stuff. I wish they taught me this in school. This is why you should pay attention to my explanations to the next test. Can Polska into toilet? Why I even try? Ah, the poor United Nations. Their students just don't want to learn, like how Japan and China are in the back of the class about to get into a fight. I guess the same could be said about these two. Oh, wait. Indonesia and Philippines seem to be pretty friendly. So is South Africa and Algeria? Why is Argentina so freaked out? Is the UN trying to teach everyone that nothing ever happens? The UN is the nothing ever happens guy? Should have added Switzerland being the teacher's pet. Yeah, that would have been perfect. Poor Montenegro, always sleeping. I don't like my race. Watashi no like his race either. I can race change to another. Subliminal audio. Konnichiwa, senpai. Howdy, partner. Don't appropriate my culture. So we're talking about how Americans love to be as Japanese as possible and how a lot of Japanese love to be as American as possible. We sometimes call these otakus or weeaboos, but there are such things as like America-boos in Japan at the same time. I don't think there's a single American that would ever be upset about this. This is just cool. This is just based. I don't know. And fun fact, they also do it with Brazil as well. Japan just likes to celebrate all sorts of different cultures. There's also Fiesta Mexicana, celebrating Mexico. Anyways, kind of a funny comic there. The USA and Soviet Union playing a card game. Haha, America won't know what hit them. What are these cards? Japan, could you perhaps nerf the commie setup? No birds, crush, can do, America-san. Poof! That serves you right. Wait, he also went poof. Japan, what the frig? Where's my cards? Watashi sensed that due to nerf cards, cause your cards to be less of worth due to no competition causing auto ban. God dang it, Japan. Dang, I actually wanted to see more of this Cold War card game, though. After 1990, America's cards or military spending basically became unchallenged due to the Soviet nerf. And now the US is playing with 5+ decks, with China also playing, as well as Russia. Basically, the US was pretty unbalanced after the Soviet Union collapsed, but now things are different. Just took like 20 years of chaos. Yo, Israel, why aren't you scared? Iran's gonna mess you up. Because, my loyal customer of drones, nothing ever happens. Okay, yeah, I'm glad we got an update. That is, okay, I was waiting for that. Yeah, I feel like we're just tempting fate every time someone says nothing ever happens. Every time someone says it, I think like world tension goes up by 1%. It's only a matter of time before it hits 100. And big thanks to my patrons this month.
Drew, je suis ton père de retour avec le lait, regarde dehors.
DOOCHBAGGINS, Amateur Archaeology, Carmel Saida,
Ich kann ohne Dres Stimme nicht schlafen.
Fredrik Tibblin, Henrik Hedlund, DaBeautiful-MEGAN-Underwood, JohnDenver, KirinoIsBestGirl, The Mexicans, 760,